Right, here we have a firm-specific demand curve, and what we're going to do is go through and figure out how its total revenue looks and its marginal revenue, and then see how that works with the price, the output effect, and the discount effect. Okay, so what's our total revenue? If we sell 0 things at a price of 11, we get $0 in revenue. That was easy. 1 thing at a price of $10, we get $10 in revenue. 2 things at a price of $9 each, we get $18 in revenue, and so on. We can fill this out just by multiplying all of these values together, and there we are. There's our total revenue from each of those units of output. Okay, what about our marginal revenue? So for our marginal revenue, we're looking at, what's going on there? There we go. For our marginal revenue, we're looking at how much extra revenue we get from each extra unit that we sell. Okay, so we can calculate that out as the change in the total revenue, where this was our total revenue, divided by change in quantity. In our case, change in quantity is just going to be 1 each time, so we're going to be dividing by 1, which is obviously very, very easy. Okay, we don't have a marginal revenue for the first line, because the marginal revenue requires us to have a change in quantity, and there our quantity is just 0. But now think about, for a quantity of 1, what is our marginal revenue? It's how much our total revenue increased by, divided by 1, so that's just 10. I'm not going to show the dividing by 1 each time, I'll just assume that you know what's going on here. Okay, what's our marginal revenue when we sell the second item? Well, we're going to have to drop the price down to $9, and so it feels like our marginal revenue should be $9, but it's not quite, right? And we can calculate this out in one of 2 ways. We can find the marginal revenue here, change in total quantity divided by change in total revenue divided by change in quantity. Okay, so change in total revenue is 8 there, divided by change in quantity is 1. Or we could say, well, we sell the next unit at a price of 9, that's our output effect, but we have to reduce the price on all of the goods that we would have sold anyway. Well, we would have sold 1 good anyway, and we reduced the price by 1. So to break that down into the output effect and the discount effect, we get an output effect of 1 and of 9 and a discount effect of 1. For the next one, marginal revenue is 6. An increase from 18 to 24 is an increase of 6. And breaking it down into the output and discount effects, our output effect is we get to sell an extra item at the new price of 8, but we decrease the amount that we're receiving from the 2 that we were already selling to by 1. So our change in quantity, our quantity is 2, and our change in price is 1, so there we go, change in price, old quantity, and there we go. There is our marginal revenue broken down into the output effect and the discount effect. Generally, we don't calculate out the output effect and the discount effect. I'm mostly showing those to you so you can understand what's going on. Okay, so filling in the rest of those marginal revenues, we're just looking at how the total revenue changes from one line to the next, and that's giving us our marginal revenue. So a couple of observations about what's happening with our marginal revenue. At first, it's the same as the price, but then it starts going down faster than the price goes down, right? Price is going down by 1, marginal revenue is going down by 2s, and in fact that's what you're generally going to see. As price, the marginal revenue curve is going to have double the slope of the demand curve. For every unit the demand curve goes down, marginal revenue is going to go down 2 units. You can notice there that it eventually goes down to 0, because we hit some point where increasing or decreasing our price doesn't benefit us anymore. If you remember elasticity, this would be where the elasticity is equal to -1, so changes in quantity don't result in any change in total revenue, and then we can even go negative. We can even make ourselves worse off by selling more product.